Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. We're inside today because it's already really hot outside, and I just didn't feel like being all sweaty. Oof. We've got skylights above and windows behind, so there's a lot of light coming through here. So the light is really grabbing the singing bell this morning. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the whole world, and then you get to choose a stack. Today, we have for stack number 1, Beyond Lemuria. This is an Oracle deck by Izzy Ivy. We have stack number 2, Tarot Grand Lux. That's a Marchetti deck. And by Kyle Gray, in stack number 3, we have Keepers of the Lights. Hopefully the reading for the stack that you choose will resonate with whatever you asked about. But keep in mind, you don't have to just choose one. You know, if you want to just say, I want them all today, go for it. You're the only one that makes the rules, not me. I'm just the tool. I'm just the reader, the bringer of the golden bell. Today we are joined by a fabulous large crystal. I don't know if you can even see it. Let's see. Nope, I can't get down that far. It'll be in the picture. It is a beautiful piece of pink feldspar with black mica. And I picked it up from the people that actually own the mine in South Dakota when I was there in March. And what's really cool about this pink feldspar is when it's melted down, it becomes porcelain, and they actually use it to make spark plugs. It's beautiful and functional, just like the rest of us. All right, singing bell's going away. Let's dive right in to stack number 1. If you chose stack 1, the Beyond Lemuria deck, the Lemurians are this wonderful race of loving beings. They are all about love, love, love. They're trying to teach us that we can live in love, even in this reality that we're in right now. I've already meditated this morning, had all kinds of crazy stuff come to me. The Lemurians used to live in this, well, not this reality, a different version of this reality. And of course, their civilization was destroyed, much like the Atlanteans. Actually, they were here around the same time as the Atlanteans. And the Atlanteans were all about technology, and the Lemurians were, which is very left brain, and the Lemurians were very right brain, you know, intuition, frequencies, music, love. They were living from here. The Atlanteans were living from here. And I remember being in both of those civilizations. I remember when Atlantis started having issues, started having its downfall. That's the one right there. All right. These cards are so weird because they're really thick. I never know if I'm grabbing one or two. Okay. If you chose the Beyond Lemuria deck, you get card number 20, Beyond the Mind. Beyond the Mind. Let's see what card number 20 says. Let me pull some hair out. Oh my goodness. Beyond the Mind. Thinking with the heart. What did I just say about the Lemurians? They were living from the heart. Being present. Heart and mind connection. The bliss of being. How often do we actually experience the bliss of just being? In this crazy world, how often do we do that? I hope you're doing it at least once in a while. Maybe going out and sitting with the trees, the flowers, the bees, the grass, sitting by a lake or a river. When we are stuck in the past or worrying about our future, we are not in command of our now. This is something that I'm working on too. There's so many times where, especially like, well, where am I going to be in 3 months? Well, what's going to be happening in 3 months? When you're operating a retail shop, it's very difficult to be in the now because you have to think 3 steps ahead. Like, okay, I need to order stuff now for September, for fall, for Christmas, for, whatever. So, we need to actually reprogram ourselves to be in the now. If you go into a large box store, there's, in the middle of May or beginning of May, there's already July 4th stuff out there. They actually force you, or are trying to force you, to not be in the now. That's why they put that stuff out there. They're told to, of course. But it's to not, I was going to say not allow, but it's to reprogram us to think ahead instead of in the now where we're supposed to be. When we do that, we're draining our energy and removing ourselves from the beauty of this incredible moment where anything is possible. So right now, I'm just going to use me as an example because that's all I can do. Right now, I need to be focusing on what I'm doing right now, not focusing on the rest of the day because it's morning right now. I don't need to be focusing on the rest of the day or tomorrow or this weekend or next month. I need to be focusing on what I'm doing at this moment in time. That moment gets so much sweeter when we do that. This is not to say we shouldn't plan for the future or honor the past. This message is about bringing our awareness to the present. We are naturally wired to be everywhere but the present moment. What did I just say? Just as we would exercise to keep our body fit and healthy, it is useful to practice being here and now. Learning to find inner spaces of peace and silence, regardless of external circumstances, is one of the greatest gifts we can cultivate for ourselves. When we get together with other people, a lot of times what we're doing is we're saying, what do you want to do this weekend? We actually encourage each other to not be in the present moment. Much of Western culture and society pivots on a mind-based paradigm. This has served us in getting from A to B in a very linear way, but it is not holistic, and the cracks are starting to show. We learn that logic is always the right approach. However, more and more people are feeling unfulfilled, unhappy, and anxious, even though we're living more comfortably and with fewer threats. When it says fewer threats, it's absolutely not talking about all of the dark stuff that's going on in especially bigger cities. What can we do about this? The answer is learning to just be, even for just 10 minutes a day. Just be. Remember, we are human beings, not human doings. We don't have to do something 24/7. Okay? You're allowed to just sit outside and do nothing and make your mind not think about the past and not think about the future. Maybe you just watch a bumblebee as it does its little thing. That's okay. We're allowed to do that. Lately, when the shop's not busy during the day, I literally go sit outside in the sun and I meditate until the next person comes in. And it's absolutely wonderful. I wish I would have started doing that long time ago. But it actually helps me center myself. I just go outside. I have a chair with a big cushion on it, and I just go sit in the sun and I face towards the door for when somebody comes in. And it's like, and all it takes is 10 minutes, you guys. 10 minutes. commodity-driven society tells us we need to seek things outside of ourselves to feel safe and happy. This thinking keeps us out of the magic. The enlightened soul knows there is so much more. So, I own a retail store. You guys, these are tools. They're tools to help you broaden your communication line with those in the light. The ultimate goal is for you to be able to do it yourself, naked in the forest. Okay, that doesn't mean literally naked in the forest, but it means these are tools to jumpstart you. And that at some point in time, you should be able to, if you're practicing, to be able to communicate with these other higher frequency beings all on your own. You can smudge all on your own. You can raise your frequency all on your own. Now, having said that, I love my tools, okay? I'm wearing a lot of Moldavite today. Rosie, you didn't hear that. I know you don't like Moldavite, but Moldavite makes me feel really good, okay? So whatever your thing is that raises your frequency and makes you feel good, do that. But you also need to know that you don't have to have those things. You can bring that frequency in yourself. So this card is just saying, be in the present moment. Just be. Just be outside. Like I said, follow the path of a bee. Watch dandelions grow. If you don't have any, you can come in my yard because I got all the dandelions. Much to the dismay of my neighbors. I don't care. I'm feeding the bees. Watch a tree grow. Go talk to a tree. Birds, deer, whatever you got going on. I have a wonderful couple that, they watch the sunset at night. They're just being. That's amazing. And that's what we're supposed to be doing, is just be. So whatever your question or issue is, the answer is just be. And when we can just be and we find that quiet place in our mind where there's no grocery list, there's no to-do list, there's no phone ringing, that's our still point. And that's when those beings from the light can get through to us, and you'll have things come to you. Okay? That is stack number 1. If you excuse me, I gotta have some water. Okay, let's do a little singing bell. The garbage man. Taking away that which no longer serves us. Love it. All right, if you chose stack number 2, just like on my shirt, 2. Your card is going to be from the Tarot Grand Lux deck. All right, spirit guides. In the light, what do my people need to know in stack number 2? Close. That one. Okay. I love this card. This is the 6 of Wands. But look at the card. This is victory. Victory. You've got this. Whatever you asked about, yes. Yes! With power. I mean, this is kind of like the Strength card in the Major Arcana, but with fire and passion. Red is the color of passion. In his stance, he's got that wand held up high in the air. This is victory. What did you ask about? Because you have victory coming to you. Keep in mind, victory comes to us, but we work for it as well. Okay? This is what my guys just said. It's not like it just happens. You got to take the first step. So whatever it is you asked about, let's say you asked about a new job, you got to apply for that new job, right? In some way, shape, or form. If it's a new house, you got to go do the work to find that house, to maybe find a realtor, to drive around the neighborhood. You got to do something, because he has victory here, but there's 5 wands standing here. He had to go get those wands, and he had to plant them in the ground. He had to get dressed in the morning. Like, he had to do things for that victory to come to him. A lot of times we want the easy way, right? I just want to go and have it happen. And in some cases you can do that. But if it does happen that way, it's because it was supposed to happen that way. But most of the time we have to do some work to get to that point. And this is what my guides are stressing right now. You got to do the work for that victory. You got to take the first step or steps. Okay? So if you're just waving your magic wand and saying, yeah, this is what I want, there's something else that you got to do. So if you chose stack number 2, there's either something else that you need to do, or you've already done it and it's coming. You know, because this is a general reading, I'm talking to a bunch of people. So know that either you got to do something or it's on its way, and you will be victorious. Is there anything else you want to tell us? 6, 6 is the number of humankind. So this has to do with people. Well, that's what I get. So you will be victorious, but make sure you're taking the steps needed to achieve that victory. Okay? Easy schmeezy. Cool. Let's do some singing bell. You see this ray of light coming down here? Boy, the light always finds me. I'm trying to figure out, I assume that's coming from the window because the skylight is over there and over there. It's not above me. So it's got to be coming from the window. I love it when it does that. Okay. Stack number 3. Your deck is Keepers of the Light. And this deck has Ascended Masters in it. Beautiful beings from the light. The cards are a little on the sticky side. You want that one? Ooh. Sweet. Sweet Mother Mary. Mother Mary is the card. Love and peace. It says, let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. When we have a need to be right, that's a control thing. And we need to not be controlling of others and not be so controlling of ourselves. Usually when we're controlling like that, it's because we feel out of control deep down inside. It could be from trauma when you were younger, or just your current environment, you just don't feel like you have control. A lot of times people in a relationship feel that way. One is controlling because first of all, it feeds the ego and it makes you feel more powerful. But you know what? You're already powerful. So you don't need to be controlling. Gotta learn to go with the flow. And Mother Mary is saying that. Trust Mother Mary. Mary, the mother of Yeshua, or Jesus, is one of the best loved saints, masters, and guides of the world. I mean, what's not to love? She's amazing. Although she has had a huge part to play in the, we'll just say, religious faith, she can bring faith, peace, and love to anyone who calls on her. She is the saint of the people. She works directly with the angels of peace to bring healing to the world, particularly where there is conflict, and is dedicated to supporting children and mothers. She is the spiritual embodiment of unconditional love and acceptance. I got to point something out because it came to me as I was reading this. The children. We can pray to Mother Mary to help the children because the children of the world are in dire need of prayers. So whatever you asked about, this is in addition to that. Let's pray to Mother Mary for the sake of the children. It is time to let go of conflict or the need to be right. The more you fight for the point you want to prove, the unhappier you will be. Pointing out the mistakes or mishaps of others just blocks the road to love in your own life. Mary, the divine mother of acceptance, is with you now, encouraging you to forgive. Forgiveness is not about letting anyone get away with their bad choices. No, it never is. But about choosing to create your own happiness. Your own happiness is very, very important. Mother Mary also brings healing to you and your mother. If you miss her, are out of contact with her, or have an old trauma that needs healing, know that Mary's miraculous light is here now to wash away the darkness. You know, some people are controlling because of issues from their parents. So we don't need to continue that trauma, that issue. A lot of times too, when we're controlling, it's because we have the need to be needed, especially parents to children. When we're controlling everything, it's because we want to feel needed. We want to be that safety, that my guides are showing me the blankie. We want to be the blankie for our kids. And so to be the blankie for our kids, we do things like make sure that they're always safe. Don't take any risks. Yeah, but that's where we grow. Yeah. We grow when we do things on the playground and we get a boo-boo. When we ride our bikes super fast. That's where we grow. We learn that we're a healer. We learn that we learn consequences. If everything is done for me, I'm not going to learn how to exist in this world. And it's really interesting because I was having a conversation yesterday about this very thing. And there's this young man who's in his middle 20s and he can't take care of himself very well because his mommy was always there for him and she still is. So we have to grow. We have to grow, and Mother Mary can help us do that. So forgive yourself, forgive everybody else. Again, it's not condoning their behavior, it's just sending that forgiveness out because it helps you, okay? If I forgive you for harming me, it actually heals my heart. doesn't matter if you accept it or reject it. It doesn't. That's on you. But it heals my heart when I forgive others. So I forgive everybody. Everybody that's ever in any lifetime that has hurt me in any way, shape, or form. I forgive you because that heals my heart. Mother Mary says, choose peace. Peace. Peace allows you to breathe. Peace allows you to be like in card number 1. Peace allows us to be healthy and healed. So let go of the need to be right. Try for 10 minutes a day, maybe. You know, we're being for 10 minutes a day. If you chose stack number 3, try for 10 minutes a day to not be controlling. It might be scary at first, but you know what? Ultimately, you feel so free. And that's one of the things we need to do when we're here, is find that freedom. Okay. Mother Mary. Mother Mary is very, very powerful too. I work with her often. We both lost our sons. Yeah, that's why I think I resonate with her. Actually, we all have. We've all lost children. In so many lifetimes, we've lost somebody. But we don't actually lose them, do we? I know exactly where my kids are. Yeah. They're in the light, which is the ultimate place to be. It's not here in this reality. It's up there. Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. Summer's right around the corner. This Saturday is a full moon. Got lots going on. Hang in there. Put your hematite undies on. You have an amazing day. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, and divine health. And all good things. Because I know you deserve them. Namaste.